What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to Walks of Life. In this episode, I'll be having a conversation with a person that's gay and a polygamist. Whatever platform that you're watching on, YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Private Guy Entertainment. Receive all notifications on all of our upcoming projects, independent films, theater, web series, talk series. So if you haven't already, please take the time, show us some love, subscribe to our channel. Instagram, follow us at Private Guy Entertainment. Facebook, follow us, Private Guy Entertainment. So with that being said, let's chop it up. On today's episode of Walks of Life, I'll be chopping it up with polygamists. And that guest that I have today is none other than my girl, Portia Slim McKinley, writer, director, influencer, actress, you name it. And she is joined by her first wife, Nellie McKinley. And I must also give a shout out to her second wife, who is not here to join us today because she's taking care of the kids, Jay McKinley. Thank you for joining me, ladies. All right, let's hop right into this. First and foremost, tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, Portia.
All right. Well, everybody online knows me as Pandora Monroe's, but of course my name is Portia. All of my people that know me on a personal level call me Slim, for obvious reasons, But yeah, so I am an influencer. Got about almost 400K on TikTok. Got about 50,000 subs on YouTube. Over 3 million views on my web series Pandora's Box. I done wrote short films, movies, series. We done been on Roku. So we've been out here. I've been trying to do my thing or whatever. Of course, I am a published model. I have published books as well. I got Pandora After Dark, Volume 1 and 2. Check that out. Only for the grown folks, of course. I got a game out called Pandora's Crush. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here doing my thing, okay? That's just it. I'm just a boss by nature. I've been that way since I was 13 years old. So yeah, I'm just out here doing my thing, and then I rep for my people, my people of color, my LGBT community, and then of course I'm living freely. I am a polygamist, so I don't fit into the box of the norm in any way. So yeah, I'm just me. I'm just wholeheartedly me.
Indeed. Also, that you were an actress in somebody's play, so I appreciate that.
Of course.
Okay. Now explain to me. How did the whole polygamous lifestyle come about for you?
Well, technically, it kind of hit us by accident because we, when we were first together, many years ago, 7 years ago, we were young and everything was just like, okay, we're gonna be together. No, we're not gonna be together. We're gonna be together. No, we're not gonna be together. But maybe we should try to just be in an open relationship. We didn't know what we was doing in the beginning because it was just too much going on. So we tried talking about maybe being in an open relationship, but it wasn't quite what we wanted to do in the sense of the open part. But we knew that it was something along those lines that we wanted to do. And then years later of us being together and having, growing and having those conversations, we finally was able to kind of put a name on it when we came across another individual that I was dating when me and her were off. I was dating someone else, and her and I had broken up. So when me and her got back together, or we talked about getting back together, my other partner was talking about getting back together as well at the same time, and they both lived with me at the same time, and it was crazy. We all lived together, and they both was courting me to get me back at the same time, but they both had grown to become really close friends. So it was crazy. It was okay, they're cool. They know the other person is trying to be with me. It's may the best man win type of thing. And then ultimately, we all just sat down and had a conversation look, we already kind of all doing this at this point, and I had looked up some terms for it. So I'm just okay, well, technically, this is what we're doing. So do y'all want to do this officially or what? Because at this point, I can't really choose because, we had years in the game you know, me and my other partner, we had the passion thing going. We hadn't had years in the game, but we had. I wasn't quite ready to just walk away. So it was like, okay, I don't want to choose you. I don't want to choose you. You know, we're already all kind of in this thing together. So, you know, do y'all want to do this? Y'all want to? And they both was like, what? You want both of us? What? Wait, what? Hold on. What you mean by that? And it was, you know, it was that first shock factor. Right? Like, even though you like, at first she was like, nah, I don't know about that. Nah, that one, you saying you want me and you want another girlfriend, you want two girlfriends, and I'm just like, I'm gonna just be honest with you because I've never been that type of person where I just hide stuff. I don't cheat. I don't do the deceiving stuff. I'd rather just tell you straight up, like, okay, this is not working. I'd rather do this, you know? So, I mean, I was honest, and you gotta respect the honesty at the end of the day.
Indeed.
So, 5 seconds later, after her initial shock factor of a, nah, I can't do that. 5 seconds later, after my other partner's initial shock factor, she was like, I mean, yeah, you know, we technically are doing this. So, and then she come running in the room. I mean, so what does that entail? Let's get some details first. And so we had a conversation. We all sat down in the room, all three of us, about 2 hours, setting some rules, some guidelines, some boundaries, some expectations, and boom, there we go. I was in a relationship with the both of them, but they were not in a relationship with each other, you know? So, and both of them are, you know, studs. They're both mass presenting, so it's kind of like I had 2 boyfriends, pretty much.
Gotcha.
So when people look at me, they're like, oh, you got 2 husbands. Technically, it's 2 wives, but I understand how they see that because they both are, you know, masculine partners. They're not. I don't have a feminine partner. I have 2 masculine partners. But the relationship with her didn't work out. So we ended up breaking up, and then it was just me and Ellie again for a while. But we still sat there and talked about, like, this was really kind of dope. You know, the whole setup, the whole dynamic, it worked for us. It worked for us. It worked for our kids. It worked for us. And so
I needed a sister wife.
Yeah, and the term sister wife basically, you know, a sister, a bro, you know, a best friend to her, and somebody that she can always just depend on, count on. Like, it's basically having a built-in best friend at all times, you know. And yeah, they're not involved romantically, but they still care for each other like family, you know. So and she had grown fond of having a sister wife, so she's like, hey, let's find somebody else for you type thing. It was like that, you know, that thing was singing, so it was singing. And I'm just like, damn, you know, what if we had, you know, a whole village set up like how they used to do, like our ancestors used to do. It used to be a husband with 3, 4, 5, 6 wives, and they all help take care of each other's kids. They all help with the family, the food, you know, the finances, everything. So it was like, shoot, they was making it happen. They knew something we didn't know.
Yeah, and there's a couple of words in there that we finna tap into now. First and foremost, kids.
Yes.
3 kids, right?
3 children now.
Let me ask you, was there a male involved in that part, or did you go about it another way?
Absolutely not. It was never a situation where it was like, okay, I'm dating this guy, or I have a husband, or anything like that. Like, I've been gay since I was a jit. So so that was never a thing. But I did definitely want to be a mom. I always wanted children. So yeah, we have 3 kids, and they love all of us. They, you know, look at all of us as their parents. They kind of look at Nelly and Jay more so as, you know, their daddies more so, like daddy figures instead of mom figures. But that's okay. Like, some people only got an uncle. Some people only got a grandma.
Right,
you know what I mean? So
right.
Everybody's family is set up differently, and as long as the children are being taken care of, loved, and brought up, you know, with good morals and values, then.
How do y'all talk to them about the lifestyle? You know, like, for example, say you're going to the school to check on them, and you know, and then the other students and their parents are looking like, hold on.
Yeah. So just like how when it was just me and Ellie, just how the same conversation we had to have with, you know, our daughter and our son, as far as people asking, like, you know, you got a mom, and then is that another mom, like, or is that, you know what I'm saying, or your dad's a girl, like, you know, people have those conversations because they're not used to the LGBT community per se, because we back then we used to be in hiding, you know. So this is all like people are more out and proud now as far as the gay community, but before everybody kind of hid it. So a lot of kids aren't necessarily used to these type of family dynamics, used to 2 dads, 2 moms, and all that. So it's that same conversation. We had to have the conversation of everybody's family is different. Some people have 2 moms, some people have 2 dads, some people have, you know, a grandma, a auntie that take care of them. Some people have adopted parents, fosters. Like, everybody's family is different, so it's nothing, you know, wrong or shameful. It's just your family's different, and you're very much so loved and taken care of. And that's that.
Oh yeah. Now with you three, let's say like bills, things like that. How does that dynamic go?
Well, I am the breadwinner. Okay, I've always been that. When I was single, I was taken care of. I took care of myself very well, so I didn't need someone to come in and help me take care of things. But you know, they do their part. They pull their weight as far as everything, you know, that a masculine partner would do, as far as the stuff that I'm not touching, the trash, the gas, the, you know, doors, all
right,
that
the stuff that an actual man would do.
They take on all of that stuff, fixing stuff, all that, painting, the dirty work, you know.
Yeah,
not trying to talk in like the ice ages, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But still, the
yeah.
stuff that I feel like at this point I don't do none of that. You can do it. You go get dirty. You go mow the lawn, all that stuff. They take care of all of those things. You know what I mean? But yeah, technically I am the breadwinner.
Gotcha. Okay. Now let's go to another room.
Okay, let's go to another room.
The bedroom.
Okay. Alright, let's go to the bedroom.
Does each person have their own time?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. So, you know, I was with a different partner before, but of course after that we found another partner, which is Jay. And Jay and I, we've been together for 6 years at this point. Millie and I have been together 7 years. And so they're still not with each other. Same way that she wasn't with my old partner, she's not with this one either. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So I'm with Millie, I'm with Jay. They're not with each other. So in the bedroom, it wouldn't make sense for all 3 of us to share a bed. It wouldn't make sense because, you know, she's not gonna be touching her. She's not gonna be touching her.
So it's never the 3 of you all in the bed at the same time.
No.
So if you and Nelly are in the bed, is Jay just off?
So we all have our own bedrooms. We all have our own bedrooms, own beds. We all have our own space.
Even so like for example, if you just wanted to go off and be in your own bedroom, Nelly could be in her own bedroom, Jay could be in her own bedroom.
Absolutely.
Okay,
We all have our
gotcha.
own bedroom, and we have a sleep schedule. So she has certain nights that she's in my room. Jay has certain nights that she's in my room. And they have nights where they're just in their room, and I have my own space to myself. And that's okay. We love that. Like we love having our own space. We love having, because it makes things so like it's powerful. When you get your own space, it's really, really powerful.
Oh yes,
when
I know.
You're together, okay? We get together. And it's like,
I get what you said.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, and it gives us privacy. It gives us, you know, time to just be us. And then me and Jay, we have time to just be us and just spend our, you know what I mean? Like, everything is different with the 2 of them.
So never at any time do they both get to have you at once.
No.
Gotcha.
I mean, if that's something that we wanted to do, that would be something we would, you know, have to discuss, but that would probably be like a one-time deal or something like that, but that's not something that we even, it's just not a part of our dynamics, you know? It's like, I have 2 husbands, basically, and they're straight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that. They're not attracted to each other in that way. They're not into each other. They only want me. And let me mention, they're both only monogamous. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha,
I'm
gotcha.
poly, but they're monogamous. So they only want one partner. They only can even, that's the capacity they have, is one partner. That's it. Right? She used to tell me all the time, I don't know how you do it. I can only handle one. I can barely handle one. Like,
Now, is the family at its max, or is it the possibility for some additions?
one more.
Now, is that a child or another partner?
No, we already expanded and had one more child. So now we're at 3 kids, and we want to have one more partner. So I'll be at 3 wives, and you know, it'll be, yeah. So it'll be 3 sister wives for them. So they'll have 3 homies, and I'll just have 3 wives. That's what we discussed years ago. All of us together, all 3 of us sat down like, hey, we outnumbered right now. These kids kicking our butt. You know what I'm saying? And I have the means to be able to provide a household for all of us. I've been doing that. You know what I mean? Like I said, we all have our own rooms. We all have our own space. The kids all have their own rooms. Like, we're good. Like, so bringing another partner in, it would, really enhance things as far as having more free time, everybody would be able to build even more comfortably, you know what I mean? And as the kids get older, then they have more parents to help out. Like, having multiple parents is lit. I'm telling you. Like, it beats being a single parent any day. I'm telling you, like, single parents who have nannies or babysitters that come in or grandmas that come help out, they know what's up. They like,
the Lord of there.
Oh, you here? Thank God, you're here. Because having one kid is like having two kids, and we got three. So, and one of them is a toddler. So we technically feel like we got 6 kids.
So do you tend to love one person more than the other?
No, not at all. It's kind of like asking me if I love one of my kids more than the other. Not at all. I love them differently because, they require different love. Her love language is here. Her love language is here. So the way that we interact with each other, different from the way me and Jay interact. You know what I'm saying? The type of affection she likes, the type of love making, everything is on totally different levels because everybody's different in what they like, what they don't like, how much affection they like. So, me and her, we're more like, this is my best friend. We can, you know what I'm saying? Sun up, sundown, we don't have to be doing nothing and we're good. You know what I mean? And she's not overly affectionate. She's more on the silly type. So, like, we laugh, we joke, we watch movies. Like, this is like my best friend. But then sexually, whole different ballgame.
So what's Natalie like differently from Jay?
More like aggressive, more.
Say I'm a little fireball.
Yeah, she a fireball. She's like, when she on, okay. So it's certain people where they're really, really affectionate, and you think like, okay, they gonna be all over you sexually. She's not really that affectionate, but sexually she is all over me. So it's different. Yeah. Jay is more like, she's very affectionate. You know what I mean? She's very like, come on, I want to cuddle, I want to hold you, I want to hold your hand. We're all day long. Like, she's very, very affectionate. But sexually, she's more like, okay, let's get some music. Like, she's romantic. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
We got like the smooth, romantic, over here, and then we got like
little reggae-ness.
I didn't know that.
Right. So it's all good. You know what I mean? Because I'm a mixer of everything. I'm everything. So they tend to the different parts of me, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So when y'all go out on dates, is it everybody or?
I mean, we have family outings, of course, but as far as dates, no. We have dates.
Separate dates.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And we schedule separate date nights. Okay, tonight me and Ellie, we're gonna go do our thing, and having another partner at home with the kids is like, okay, well, we don't have to get a babysitter. There's another parent already home with the kids. We're good. Same thing with me and Jay. All right, we're gonna go schedule this. We're gonna be on the outing. We're gonna do this. Okay, Nelly gonna have the kids or whatever else. If them two want to get together, like, okay, let's go shoot some pool. Let's go play basketball. All right, I'm home with the kids. It's all good. Like, so it's.
Okay, so Jay and Nelly, they can go kick it like homies, shoot some pool, and you got the. Okay.
Like there's no bitter feelings. There's no competition.
And that was gonna be my next question. Like, is there the jealousy or anything like that ever come into play?
Nah. Now, in the beginning, when we all first gotten this, where me and Ellie was together and then Jay came in the picture, of course, there was an adjustment period where it's like, okay, we got to get used to how you live, and that's with anybody, even if you just moving in with a roommate. You got to figure out, like, certain things, what makes them tick, things like that, what's off limits, you got to figure them out. So, of course, there was an adjustment period, and there's like, okay, all right, so we had to realize, Nelly had to realize, like, okay, Jay's a little bit more needy as far as affection. Jay had to realize, like, okay, Nelly likes to do this. Like, it was definitely an adjustment period, but I wouldn't say it was anything like jealousy or bitter type of feelings. It was more so like, okay, all right, my dude, I see how you do now. All right, now we can figure this out,
All right, I'm going to take y'all out on this one.
All right.
As far as that third partner.
Mm-hmm.
Who determines? How is that determined? Is it underway? Is it on? Y'all already scouting? Does it just have to be like a natural? Like,
we was scouting for a little bit. Me and Jay, we take the lead on looking and figuring out, having people come to us first before we let them anywhere near our wife and her energy. So make sure they ain't gonna waste her time.
Mm-hmm.
So we weed them out before we push them over, and we found out to work out way better than any other way. So we made an announcement that we're looking, for a third, and we just left it out there in the universe, and whatever comes to us, they come. They talk to me and Jay first, questions, figure out, feel they vibe.
They both know what I'm looking for, and then of course they both know what all of us need in our life as well.
Yeah.
So it's easy for them to be like, this person ain't gonna work. Nope, this person ain't gonna work. It's easy. And then it's been hundreds of people that has approached, but none of them, it's been like 2-3 people that might have actually got past them to come speak to me. And when they come speak to me, maybe 2 days of convo, and I'm just like, no. Because a lot of people think that this lifestyle is like, there's different dynamics of poly, right? There's poly relationships where all 3 of them are together. There's poly relationships where it's a man and 2 women, a woman and a man and another woman. Like, it's different types of relationships. So people know our dynamics. They know that it's just me that's poly and that those 2 are only for me. They know that. But they still will try to come in like,
thinking they can.
Thinking they can change it up or whatever. So we get rid of them quick. Or they'll come in, they know my status, they know, my social status, they know my financial status, everything, like, and they'll come in thinking like, oh yeah, ladies are bad.
Try to get to that bag.
Exactly. They come in looking for clout, or they come in trying to use me for money or whatever else, and then we weed that out too, because we know it's certain questions you can ask, and it's certain ways that people respond where they're not for you. They trying to chase clout, or they trying to, they trying to run up a bag on you real quick. And I'm not that. I'm not nobody's meal ticket. If you're not here for me, for my energy, for what I have to offer, because when I love hard, and if I'm rocking with you, you set for life, right? You set. So I'm not giving that to just anybody. So yes, we're definitely open to a third partner. That was always our intentions from the beginning. But if it doesn't happen, we still good with just us 2. You know what I mean? If you're gonna come, you better come correct, or don't come at all.
Do not come at all.
Facts.
That's what's up. Nelly,
Yeah.
tell the people how they can keep up with you.
You can find me on my social medias, on my TikTok, Nelly Monrose, Nelly.Monrose. Same for my Instagram, Nelly.Monrose. You do not got a Facebook. Nelly Monrose, or is it Nell McKinley? Both of them. That's how you can find me. You can find me anywhere she is at.
Everywhere.
Find me.
Everywhere I go, you're going.
My girl.
Yeah.
AKA Trina from my play.
That's right.
Writer, influencer, director, model. Portia Slim McKinley.
Yeah.
Tell the people how they can keep up with you.
If you type in Google Pandora Monrose, every one of my pages, every one of my websites, all of my businesses, everything will pop up for you. You can find me anywhere. Just type in Pandora Monrose. Google me. Google me and you got it. But yes, on TikTok, Pandora Monrose. On Instagram, Pandora.Monrose. I got Facebook. You can type in Pandora Monrose, or you can type in Portia Slim McKinley. Either way, you can find Slim on any platform. Just type it in on your search, and it will pop up. Yes, Apple Music, anything, like, you can type me in anywhere and I'll be there.
My girls, thank y'all for joining me. All right,
right.
y'all take care now.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you once again for tuning in. Till next time, spread some love.